Hello, everyone. Today, I'd like to talk about something a little more personal. Things I like and things I don't like about the USA. Since I was born in New York and I grew up in the United States, people sometimes ask me, what is it really like? What is America really like? And honestly, that's a difficult question. America is a huge country, and of course, I can only share my own opinions and experiences. But let's start with the positive things. There are many things I love about America, and one of the biggest is diversity. America is a country built by immigrants. People come from all over the world, different cultures, different religions, different backgrounds. And because of that, you can experience so many different things. You can eat food from almost anywhere. You can meet people with very different life stories. And I think that's one of America's greatest strengths. Another thing I like is that Americans are usually very friendly. Of course, not everyone, but I think most Americans are comfortable talking to strangers. Sometimes someone will start a conversation with you in a coffee shop or make small talk while waiting in line. When I left the US, I realized that this isn't as common everywhere, and sometimes I miss it. I also like the optimism that many Americans have. There's this idea that if you work hard, maybe you can do something great. Of course, reality is more complicated than that, but I appreciate that attitude. People are encouraged to dream big, be creative, and try new things, even if they fail. And related to that, I think America has a culture that celebrates ambition. Starting a business, changing careers, and trying something really, really hard. People will usually say, go for it. And I really like that spirit. Now, let's talk about the things I don't like. America definitely is not perfect, and there were many things that I struggled with. The biggest one for me was car dependency. So outside of a few cities, like New York, it's really, really difficult to live without a car. You need a car to go shopping, to go to work, to even go and buy groceries. I left the US and I live in Japan right now, and public transportation is excellent here. Every time I go back to the US to visit, it feels a little inconvenient. I also think healthcare is a serious issue. Medical treatment, going to the doctor in America can be really expensive. Even people with insurance sometimes worry about the cost. I wish healthcare felt less stressful for people. And another thing that makes me a little sad is political division. So I have my own political opinions. Everybody does. And that's okay. But these days, sometimes it feels like people with different views can't even have a normal conversation anymore. People become angry very quickly, friendships break apart, and social media often makes things even worse. Personally, I wish people disagreed more respectfully. I don't think we all need to agree on everything, but I do think we should be able to listen to each other. And finally, there's the work culture. America has a strong work ethic. People work very hard, which can be a good thing, but at the same time, it's very stressful for everyone. Yeah, in many jobs, people can be fired or laid off very suddenly. Uh, the uncertainty can be scary, and sometimes it feels like you always have to prove yourself, to prove your value. And that kind of pressure can be very tiring. So, after saying all this, do I like America? Yeah, I do. It's the country I grew up in. There are things I wish were different, absolutely. But there are many things I appreciate: the diversity, the energy, the creativity, the willingness to dream big. And no country is perfect. Not America, not Japan, not Australia or France or Finland, not anywhere. Every country has strengths, and every country has problems. So I think what's important is being able to appreciate the good things, while also hoping that the bad things can improve. Anyways, those are just my thoughts. Thanks a lot for listening. And if you have some time, talk to me in the comments. What's your country like? What do you like about it? And what do you not like about it? I want to hear your stories. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next episode.